Welcome to Melissa Honey Speaks, where we chat about feminine magic, mindset, and manifesting. I'm your host, Melissa Honey. Hey honeybees, welcome back to another episode of Melissa Honey Speaks. Today I want to chat about staying present in our manifestation, right? So, this channel is all about feminine magic, mindset, and manifesting. So I want to jump into how staying in the present moment helps us to manifest what we want. So oftentimes we see ourselves, we're thinking about the past, and oftentimes we're thinking about the past with maybe regret, and sometimes we're thinking about the future with worry. So that brings up all these extra emotions that are just part of life. But we also have to remember that even though everyone does this, it's not like it's nothing wrong with us thinking about the present, thinking about the past or the future. There's nothing wrong with that, because we always want to be thinking about maybe the past and how we can do things differently, and maybe thinking about the future as far as planning what we want to manifest, right? So we're always thinking, our minds are always going 500,000 thoughts a day, a minute, whatever the number is, right? So we're always thinking, but I want to talk about thinking about what's happening in the present moment and staying present, because when we're manifesting, the only time that we can actually create, we cannot create anything by thinking about it in the future. You can't create anything by thinking about it in the past, right? We can only think about what we want to manifest right now. So manifesting our future is about how we're staying in the present moment right now. So this idea of all this thinking and not staying in the present moment, not thinking about it, it really affects how we manifest, right? It takes us longer to manifest when we're thinking about what we're going to do in the future. It takes us longer to manifest what we want if we're thinking about what we did in the past, right? So if we're always taking time to stay present in the present moment and think about how we're going to manifest what we want right now, what has to be done right now? Can we meditate? Can we script? Can we just focus on being happy and joyful in this moment? Because sometimes if we're thinking about the past, like I said, it could be with regret or maybe even with guilt, right? So those feelings don't give us any of the emotional boost that we want to have to be manifesting what we want. So if we're thinking about, if we have guilt, then we're going to manifest more of that, right? If we're thinking about regretting something that we did in the past, we're going to manifest more of that, right? If we're thinking about the future and what we want to have happen in the future, then what's happening? It's going to take longer to manifest, right? We're always looking forward to something. So about being in the present moment and thinking about what's in the present moment is really about concentrating and focusing on how we can manifest in this present moment. What's going on in the present moment, because that's the only time we have power is right now in the present moment. That's where our power is. We have no power in the past. We have no power in the future. We only have power right now. So thinking about our affirmations aren't really talking about what we're going to do in the future. Like, I want to have. We're never using affirmations about the future. We're always talking about our manifestations in the present moment. So when we're talking about, I am so happy and grateful now that, we're not talking about I am so happy and grateful when I have, right? We're talking about right now. So being in the present moment is important, because that is our time of power, and our power is in the present moment. Always. It's never in the future. It's never in the past. It's always in this present moment that we're in right now. So staying in the present moment is really about, so how can you stay in the present moment? I should say it's staying in the present moment is about, what can I do right now? How do I feel right now? What's happening right now? Am I able to be more joyful, more happy, more whatever? Am I able to take some kind of action right now in this present moment that's not talking about what happened yesterday or what's going to happen tomorrow, but right in this present moment? Is there a way for me to be looking at what's happening right here in front of me? Is there a way for me to enjoy this present moment? Is there a way for me to use this moment to my benefit? Maybe I have to take some action. Maybe I have to maybe meditate, but everything is about right now. And it doesn't mean that there isn't anything to think about in the past, or it's not disregarding your past or disregarding your future. It's just about, where are you going to put your focus and your energy at is in the present moment, because the present moment is where you're going to manifest what you want. No one's ever talking about, we're not talking about, as manifestation coaches, we're not talking about, what are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do the next day? What are you going to do now? what can benefit your manifestations in the present moment? And the only thing that can benefit your present moment is that understanding that that's where your power is, and looking at your life in the present moment, saying, I can do something right now that can change the way I'm going to manifest what I want for the future. Right? So all your affirmations are going to be in the present moment. All your thought, when you're visualizing, you're going to be visualizing something that you're doing right this second. You're going to see yourself doing those things right now versus seeing them in the future. You're going to see them right now. So everything is about this present moment, because when you're not thinking about the present moment, when you're focused on other things, it does slow down your manifestation process, and it really hinders what you want to bring into your life, because you're thinking about it in the future tense versus in the present tense. Because like I said, basically when you're thinking about manifestation, there isn't anything outside of today. This moment, this time, there is nothing else. Of course, in reality, we know that there is. But when you're thinking about the process of manifestation, you're thinking about where your power is and how you can use this present moment to your greatest benefit. So staying focused on this present moment, staying focused on what you want to see happening right now, staying focused and taking action right now and not planning on taking action later. And that's like procrastination, right? So you want to make sure that you are planning and you're taking action right now, stay in the present moment, focus on what you can do right now, focus on the energy that you have right now, focus on the joy, the love, the things that you have right in this present moment, because that's how you're going to manifest. That's where you're going to take your manifestation to the next level, is by focusing on where you are right now. So with that said, I want to leave you with this. When you focus on the present moment, you focus on where your power is. And when you're focused on where your power is, your manifestations explode, because you are concentrating on how you're manifesting right now, right today. And nothing can stop you, basically. There is no last week. There is no next week. Everything is right now, here and now, in this present moment, where all of your power, all of your energy, and all of your action can be right now. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Be sure to follow Melissa Honey Speaks on Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeart, Deezer, and you can also catch me on YouTube.